Ever wondered about the fascinating stories behind that classic TV series featuring a brave heroine? From surprising behind-the-scenes tales to heartwarming personal impacts, there's more to discover about the show than meets the eye. One interesting aspect is the lesser-known anecdotes surrounding the production. You might be surprised to learn about the real-life inspirations behind the characters or the hurdles faced during filming. These stories add depth to the series and shed light on the creativity and perseverance of those involved. For many, the show's themes of courage and justice resonate on a personal level. Whether it's watching it with family or finding empowerment through the character, the impact of the series extends beyond the screen. It's remarkable how a fictional story can leave such a lasting impression, inspiring viewers to stand up for what's right in their own lives. So, as we delve into more intriguing facts and anecdotes about this beloved series, I invite you to share your own experiences and memories. Whether it's a Halloween costume or a shared viewing with friends, every story adds to the tapestry of Wonder Woman's influence. Let's continue celebrating the enduring appeal of this classic show together. In the TV series episode, we see the origins of a beloved superhero during World War II. The story follows an undercover agent posing as a Nazi and their attempt to bomb Washington. There's an interesting historical aspect late in the war, adding authenticity to the plot. The episode introduces the superhero's costume, with the actor effortlessly embodying the character. There's some behind-the-scenes intrigue with commentary on the actor's co-star. On Paradise Island, where an Amazon queen encounters a man, it showcases amusing dynamics. The Amazon Olympics have a peculiar vibe, resembling a certain famous mansion, with an unusual game involving bullets and bracelets. Throughout the series, the superhero imitates voices Terminator style, displaying her unique skills. Despite some oddities, the episode establishes the character and her signature look. There's a famous transformation from a mini skirt to hot pants. The show's unique charm lies in the presence of quirky elements like the invisible plane and the bullets and bracelets routine. In subsequent episodes, the superhero engages in various adventures, occasionally displaying her unique voice imitation and showcasing her abilities. The series, while quirky, leaves a lasting impression with its impeccable portrayal of the superhero. Lynda Carter, known for her portrayal of the iconic character, has 2 children with attorney Robert Altman, James Clifford Altman, and Jessica Altman. However, neither of them had the chance to witness her don the Wonder Woman costume as they were born after the series ended. Contrary to common belief, she didn't have any children with Ron Samuels. On the TV series, Wonder Girl was depicted as the younger sister of our heroine. This contrasts with the comic version, where Wonder Girl was initially portrayed as Wonder Woman's youthful adventures. The confusion arose when Teen Titans mistakenly labeled Wonder Girl as Wonder Woman's sidekick, leading to a change in the character's backstory. In the television adaptation, Diana's mother is referred to simply as the Queen without ever mentioning her name, Hippolyta. In the series, Lynda Carter took control of the flashes from her bullet-deflecting bracelets using a remote control device held in her clasped hands. Despite a reputation for being difficult to work with, Debra Winger's talent drew repeated collaborations with various industry figures, including filmmakers James Bridges and actors Nick Nolte, Gabriel Byrne, Angie Dickinson, Rosanna Arquette, Riker actor David Mamet, and her husbands Timothy Hutton and Arliss Howard. Wonder Woman stands out as one of the few DC comic heroes set in a real city, Washington, D.C., unlike Batman and Superman, which typically inhabit fictional locales. This unique setting added a sense of realism to the superhero narrative. In terms of portrayal, Wonder Woman's intonation underwent a subtle change between seasons. Initially, she sported a mild mid-Atlantic accent, reminiscent of Hollywood's golden age. However, in the second season, her intonation shifted to a Southwest American accent, reflecting Lynda Carter's own upbringing in that region. Whether this alteration aimed at modernizing the series remains uncertain. During an episode titled The Bushwhackers, Diana altered her costume at the insistence of co-star Roy Rogers. He deemed her traditional star-spangled attire too provocative for the Western-themed setting. As a result, Carter briefly wore a more conservative ensemble consisting of a red long-sleeve shirt and white trousers while staying at Hadley's Ranch. Remarkably, the series holds a unique distinction in television history. It stands as the only action and adventure series with both a historical setting and a female lead until ABC's Agent Carter aired. Vincent and Dick Van Patten, a father and son team, both appeared in the television series. Dick featured in Beauty on Parade, while Vincent appeared in Return of the Skrill. Lynda Carter, who later portrayed the titular character, initially tried out for a role but didn't land it. Additionally, District of Columbia Comics extended the series universe by releasing a comic book series. This series even included crossover mini-stories with the 1966 Batman show and the Bionic Woman. These elements added depth and excitement to the Wonder Woman universe, expanding its reach beyond the small screen. And selecting Lyle Waggoner for the role, the producers were drawn to his comedic abilities honed on the Carol Burnett show. Initially conceived as a satire, the series aimed for a tongue-in-cheek approach, influenced by producer Douglas Kramer's previous work on Batman. Interestingly, the show never received a formal cancellation notice. CBS allowed their renewal option to lapse without a decision. Douglas Kramer, acquainted with Waggoner from both the Carol Burnett show and Batman, had previously considered him for the title role in the latter, ultimately casting Adam West. These connections underscored Waggoner's suitability for the role. Series developer Stanley Ralph Ross, known for his work on the Batman TV series, played a significant role in bringing Wonder Woman to the small screen. Having previously written episodes for Batman, Ross also lent his voice to characters in the Super Friends franchise, where Wonder Woman was a regular. Notably, her adversary Cheetah only made appearances in Challenge of the Super Friends and never crossed into the live-action television series. Lynda Carter, the lead actress in the series, had a personal connection to the Wonder Woman character. Growing up as an avid reader of the comic books, she stepped into the iconic role. However, it's worth noting that many of the comic book's supervillains didn't make the transition to her television series. A somber note in the series' history is the passing of Lyle Waggoner on March 17, 2020. With his death, Lynda Carter stands as the last surviving cast member, marking the end of an era. Debra Winger reconsidered her role as Wonder Girl, opting to buy out of her contract with most of her salary. Despite the setting of Washington in the series, many outdoor scenes were actually filmed in Los Angeles. To adapt, the writers sometimes placed Diana in assignments around Southern California. The series concluded with Diana being transferred to the IADC's Los Angeles office, suggesting a potential permanent setting. There were no crossovers with Superman due to simultaneous filming schedules. Christopher Reeve and Lynda Carter were unavailable for NBC's Legends of the Superheroes. Baroness von Gunther and Diana's mother, Hippolyta, Queen of the Amazons, appear as characters in Batman the Brave and the Bold. Numerous attempts have been made at another live-action TV series featuring her. The first known endeavor was during the 1990 Flash series production when it was announced, but got canceled without much information available today. Deborah Joy Levine and David E. Kelly each attempted a series, and Amazon, a CW project, was in development. Lyle Waggoner mentioned that Wonder Woman was more successful when set in the 1940s. Ratings dipped when the series shifted to the 1970s. If Wonder Woman had continued fighting Nazis, it could have lasted longer. Some sound effects from Star Trek were incorporated into the show's electronic and computer effects. Among the villains who made appearances in both the comic books and the TV series were Fausta Grabels, Morgana, and Baroness Paula von Gunther. Notably absent from the TV series were popular villains such as Cheetah, Circe, Dr. Poison, Ares, and Dr. Psycho. Costume-wise, viewers observed a transition from an eagle emblem on Wonder Woman's costume in the first season to a series of interlocking stripes in the second season. This shift reflected broader changes in costume design for the character during that period, with the eagle breastplate transforming into a pair of W's resembling an eagle, a design still recognizable today.